Hello, guys. Just give me a second here. There we are. Hello. Welcome to Rick's Tech Pub on a Wednesday, October 8th. Hope everybody's having a great day. Not too bad here. It's definitely fall weather. It's definitely not too warm out there. Not bad, but it could be a little bit warmer. Hello, John. I did my work this morning that I had to do. I had some computers I actually had to work on. Doesn't happen all that often, but not too much, nothing too critical, nothing really serious, but I had to do a few things that needed attention. Hello, Ken. Yeah, I can kind of understand why you're not in a talkative mood. I don't think I would be either. Yeah, it was chilly this morning and I had to go out. I was out around 9:05 this morning. It was chilly having to go out. Was not exactly all that happy about wanting to be out this morning. It was definitely not warm. But I made it. I did. I got done what I needed to get done and got things delivered where they were supposed to be and got a few other things done and then worked on another trailer. Some Gonna find some bearings for a wheel. As I said, I was starting to have problems, so he asked me if I could look into it, and I said, yeah, I can. So tomorrow I gotta stop over at the bike shop and get some ball bearings, put that back together. There's the other one that I gotta check on too, see how that one's doing. Yeah, woke up this morning by a spam caller. Mm. I don't get too many of those because most of the ones that I do it says potential spam call or something like that, so I don't answer it. I'd say about 60% of my calls that I get are potential spam calls, so I don't answer them. Unless it thinks it's spam call, and then they call back 2 or 3 times, then I answer it on the third time. Like, okay, call 3 times in a row. Who is this? Oh, this is Holza. Oh, okay, yeah, never mind. See, you're not a spam call. My phone said you were, and you weren't, and you're not. So that happens once in a while, but not that often. Now you get some running around to do this afternoon. Not much. I just gotta go out and check on a few things. And I gotta run by somebody's house, check on something in their front yard, make sure that something was still there or something like I don't know. There's things I have to check to see if something has left yet while she's at work. And then I'll text her and tell her if it has or not. It was supposed to have left sometime this afternoon, so I'm gonna swing by her house real quick to see if it's still there. See if they came and got it or not. Yeah, that's what I do, John. If I don't have a particular name that I recognize, I usually don't answer it. Yeah, that would suck to start off your day with a spam caller. Yeah, I don't answer too many spam calls nowadays. I'm pretty careful with what I answer. I look at the phone number, and then of course usually it says this could be a potential spam call. So 25H2 is a 1 minute install. Yeah, I knew it wasn't very big. There's not very much to this one. There's turning on what's already on the computer already. During the course of time, but those certain things they put on your computer, now this part of this update just turns them on. There's people in the hallway can be noisy. Yeah, it's not windy today either. Well, I shouldn't say it's not windy. It's a little windy and it's kind of chilly out. So it wasn't. Hello, Jeff. Wasn't quite dressed good enough the first the this last time I went out. I thought it would have warmed up a little bit. So it hasn't. So I have to wear my fleece and then my jacket, my thin jacket underneath that. Hey, hello, Jake. I think is your name. I think. If I'm reading that right. So I don't know. It's been kind of a mediocre day for me. Just doing my normal stuff, getting things done, and kind of. I need to stop over at the bike shop and get a few parts for my bike. Need to get brakes again, and I need to get some of that cleaner stuff they use for the rotors. Because my brakes are squealing really bad, so I gotta get the brake pads cleaned, and if I can't get those cleaned, then I'll just replace them. But I should be able to get them clean. Okay, Jake. So where are you from? You live in the United States or out of the country? Kind of need to know who we're dealing with here. Where you from and what do you do on YouTube? You got any videos out there? Are you a content creator? I should ask. Yeah, you're from Ireland. Yeah. I have another one that he's here every once in a while. That's Darren Gilholm, and he's from somewhere in your neck of the woods, I think. I think. And I keep losing track of where everybody's from. Oh, you just like tech stuff. Yeah, I don't know if it's so much of a tech channel. I just was starting off that way, and I'm still kind of leaning towards being that way. I just don't have anything right now at the moment. Nothing to talk about. So you're just getting me for the time being until I can think of some more creative content to come up with, like computer stuff or whatever. Hello, Charlie. Yeah, I was just kind of describing my day as to how my day went, my morning went. Worked on a few computers. Worked on another bike trailer. Needed some help. Um, Probably spent more time outside in the chilly cold air than I did this morning than I wanted to. It's definitely not exactly summertime weather out there anymore. I wish it was. Wish it was still like 75, 78 degrees. Maybe closer to 80, but it's not. We're in fall time. And Shirley was asking Jake what part of Ireland is he from? Dublin. There's a lot of people that come from that area that are from Dublin. There's a third or fourth person I've seen that they've said they're from Dublin area. Not in my chat, but from other chats that I've been on. A lot of people are from Dublin. Which is good. Kind of gives me a general idea of people in Ireland are coming from Dublin or Ireland. Yeah, they were desktops. They're just basically maintenance stuff I had to do. Nothing really serious. But stuff that they wanted me to pay attention to, something they take a note of. So I looked at them and adjusted a few things, but nothing really serious. I don't work on too many laptops. There's a few out there that usually those are the higher ups that have those nice fancy $1,000 laptops, and every once in a while I get to get my hands on one of those every once in a while, but not that often. That's when you go to the top of the food chain as far as manager or bosses or whatever. You go right to the top. You go up the third floor. Go up to her door, kind of just knock on her door, just quietly tell her who you are. Just, oh yeah, come on in. Don't get your head shoot off when you first walk in, but yeah, they're usually pretty good with me. Sometimes I have to get my point across to them because they've got something different in mind, and I keep saying, no, that's not going to work. And some of them kind of get snappy and say, why isn't that going to work? It's like, well, because. And after about 5 minutes of explaining it to them, then they catch on. Oh, yeah, I guess you're right. That won't work. Okay, thanks for explaining it to me. Like, yeah, yeah, see you later. Have a nice day. Walk back out the door. Some of them are just really dense. Can't get much out of them. Some of them you can tell they're not They're not a people's person. There's a few of them out there that are like that, and they're kind of hard to get along with. But I know how they are, so I just keep what I gotta say to them short and sweet, and just they don't have to say much. Instead of trying to get into a conversation with them and trying to get them to explain their end when they're probably not comfortable at doing that, I just give them the answer of saying, yep, okay, that's fine. All right, see you later, bye. And that's usually all there is to it. Trying to get them to do any more than that, and it's just not gonna happen. Because then they look at you really funny now, and then they look at you and they say, do we have to have this conversation right now? It's like, well, no, not really. If you don't want to, like, all right, we'll see you later, and they run out the door. Like, well, working with people sometimes can be a pain in the rumpus. So yeah, today wasn't too hard. Nothing too major. I was just checking a chat here to see if. Oh, yeah, Jeff is here. So, I don't know if I'll be out anymore this afternoon. Actually, I will be. Hey, I do have to be out this afternoon for a little bit. I forgot about that. It won't be long. Just have to go over there and pick something up and then come back home. I forgot that she said she'd have it sitting on the edge of her desk for me to go over there and pick it up. And I just remember that. So I'll have to go do that real quick. And hopefully get back home before the high school traffic starts. With all the school buses going by and all the cars, and I'll try to get back before then, but I don't know if I'll make it or not. If I don't, then trying to get across the street that I live on is a pain in the at least from Laurel Street side up, over in the closer to Laurel Street. Trying to get across that other street is not easy. Because you got all the buses and the cars and the high school traffic that wants to get out first, and there's a stop sign there, but they just do the stop and go. So you get up there and you're just standing there for like 5-10 minutes because of all the buses that want to go through. You might as well let them go through because they're. I don't want to get hit by one of them, so I usually just stand there. And that's usually why I want to get going here. I'll get going real quick before 3 o'clock. Because if I don't, then I get caught up in high school traffic, and that's not always fun. Speaking of that, I got my keys. I got my 2 jackets. God, I can't believe I'm talking about. Ouch! Can't believe I'm talking about jackets already and going outside. Didn't think I'd be doing that just yet. Well, we are in October, so I guess it's to be expected. That's gonna be kind of cool in this area. I'm just not ready for it yet. I like the weather we were having a few days ago. 80, 85, 86 degrees. That's kind of my weather. It's what I like to run in. And being out there today, it's like, dang, that's quite a difference between the other day and today. Not something I like. But hopefully we'll just get our normal snow, average snowfall, 30 to maybe 40 inches of snow. Hopefully it won't be that big of a messy winter. I hope it isn't. I don't like it when it's get lots and lots of snow. Snowstorm after snowstorm after snowstorm. No, I don't like that. Because then you think you can get out, but then you gotta wait all morning for the snow. Well, at least I do. It might snow like 5 or 6 inches, but then I have to wait for the sidewalks to get cleared. Because the sidewalks is what I either walk on or ride my bike on. I usually wait until they get the sidewalks cleared to where I can ride my bike. If it's warm enough for me to be out, but anything closer to 0 and below 0, I'll usually get a ride from somebody or just wait till later. Doing my shopping again at Super One on Monday, so you have to stock up on food again. 73 in Boston today. That's fairly nice. Because it is 60 degrees here. So that's not too bad. But still, it's a little bit windy out there, and if you get caught in the headwind, it can be a little chilly. Wasn't really expecting that coming up from, well, I guess going down to Holiday and coming back, I guess. Going down there wasn't so bad. It was the coming back home that was making me think, oh, this is what I gotta look forward to this winter, this cold. Yay. But I'll make it. Just have to get used to dressing appropriately for the weather. Instead of just running outside like I normally do without thinking of what I'm wearing or anything. Now I have to think, do I have my hat on? Do I have my gloves? Do I have all the jackets on so I can stay warm? I gotta stop and think. Instead of just running out the door like I do today. Just run out the door, don't think of it, just grab the keys and go. Now I gotta stop and think. Like, do I have my jackets? Do I have my hat? Do I have this? Do I have that? Do I have all my keys? A lot more to getting ready to go outside in the wintertime. Hmm. How much is our snow average per year? Usually between 30 and 30. Well, it's 29 to about 36. It's our snow average. It's what it's supposed to be in the winter. Sometimes we go over and sometimes we're way under. I'd rather be way under than way over because I'm going to put myself on the snow shoveling list this winter. So I'll go out and shovel sidewalks and people's short driveways or whatever. But yeah, because now I got a trailer and I can go out and buy a shovel, maybe a little bit of salt and put it in the trailer and just go over to wherever it needs to be shoveled or whatever. But that's usually our average. It's from 29 to about 36 some inches of snow. Not too terribly bad, but we've had winters where we've had a lot more, and we've had winters where we've had barely any snow all winter. Those kind of winters I like, even though they're very abnormal. I do like it when we barely get any snow. Even though it's not supposed to happen that way, it certainly is nice when Christmas Day you're still looking at the ground and seeing grass. Even though that's very abnormal, it's not supposed to happen. We're supposed to have well, a little over a couple feet of snow on the ground by then. I don't know, John. There's a lot of theories that could be fit into that one. Some theories I don't really feel like comfortable getting into because it's just going to spark arguments and people are going to say, "Oh no, you're wrong. This is it. You're wrong." It's like I wasn't here to argue. I was just giving my point of view, but giving the point of view and people just have to stick up their finger at you. So I usually try to stay out of that. But yeah, it could be part of it, John. I don't know. I haven't really dug my nose into it long enough to figure out if it is or if it isn't. In some ways, and yeah, it is. In a lot of ways, it isn't. I don't think all this stuff that people are doing to try to preserve our dying planet, I don't know if it's going to help any. I don't know if doing all that work that they're doing for, electric cars and everything. I don't know. I've got a lot of theories on that and a lot of I just have my own thoughts. Like I wonder just how much of that is actually helping. And if it's helping at all, I don't know. Not enough data out there really to find that out. Although I'm sure in some places, if you really wanted to figure it out, you probably could. But I'm not that. I'm not that interested. Climate change is climate change. I think it's just the age of the planet. It's just not able to withstand as much as it used to. So it might look like it might be getting weaker, and some other forces that are around the planet might be getting stronger. But the planet itself, Earth, is probably getting maybe a little weaker, and things around it are just overtaking it. I don't know. Just theories. Just theories. Just theories in my head. I don't know. Well, I think I'm gonna call it quits, folks. I think that's about as close as to 2:30 as I'm gonna get, and I think we're actually gonna get out of here on time. Because I'm gonna go for a bike ride. I want to thank everybody for being here. Charlie Purdy, John Williams, Jake, Jeff, Ken, and anybody else. Hope I didn't miss anybody, but if I did, didn't mean to. But yeah, I'm gonna get out of here and probably get a little biking in, and then I don't know what I'll do after that. But all right, guys. Hope you all have a great afternoon, and Ken, I will catch up with you a little later tonight if you're on. If you're not, I understand, but if you are, I'll see you later tonight. And for the rest of you, I'll catch the rest of you tomorrow. Y'all have a great day. Catch you all later. Bye for now. Okay.